Hey everybody, how are you? I see that Glenn was here first. Hey Glenn, how's your Sunday been? Hope you've had a great day. I'm having all kinds of trouble over here, technical issues. Sorry about that. Um, so I want to apologize for my camera tonight. I keep going in and out, and it's going to happen on my plus size clothing sale on Tuesday as well. I'm waiting to get a new camera. Hopefully, I'll be getting it within another week. It'll take care of it. Lenovo is no help. They have no idea what's going on with my computer. Um, I could go for my old computer, but all my files are in this one, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. Um, so Maggie, I'm glad you're here. Hope you'll check your message. It's kind of bad news, but I need to reschedule our tag talk. We'll get it done though. Hey Rita, Rita is listening, cooking dinner. Hey everyone. Hey Rita, what are you cooking tonight? We had spaghetti. We just weren't really that hungry, so we didn't even make a salad or anything. On this diet, I get 1 cup of whole wheat spaghetti and a fourth a cup of marinara sauce, and that's it. It has been a day. Therefore, I am drinking wine tonight. It has been a very, very stressful day, and I'm just ready for tomorrow to start. Tomorrow, I got to train my assistant though, so that won't be stress free either. So far my schedule's working out okay. My numbers are up 40.4% over the last 31 days. So I'm still holding strong on the numbers. So I'm going to just go ahead and keep the schedule that I'm on, and hopefully it'll keep going in that direction, not down. So, Caffeinated Chrissy is here. Hey, how was your what? And I said, oh, it didn't happen. Well, I went in yesterday because I'm like a day behind. I thought yesterday was today. And there was one person in there actually, other than myself, but maybe they left and figured it out. And then today, I think I was probably shopping with my mother. So that when I wouldn't have been able to watch. And also, I wasn't able to watch Kelly's auction either. So Glenn says, good so far. Did a 5 minutes of sharing on Posh. Only got 90 Poshers to share my stuff. Yeah, if you don't have a bot, let me tell you, it's a lot of work on your own to get a few sales. So if you want to message me privately, Glenn, I'll give you the name of a couple of VAs, bots that you can use. The one I'm using right now is about $45 a month, but I made it back in like a day. So it's really worth it. Technical issues, dang it. I know I'm having so much trouble. I've been talking to Adam all day long because I've got to get another camera. I can't do this every single live stream, and I definitely can't do it on my sales because people can't see the clothes properly. They can't see the colors. The colors keep going in and out, and it's so frustrating. So it's a great thrifter, Charlie Brown. How are you doing? Do you have a wrench? Let me see, sir, if you have a wrench or not. If not, you're getting one. Yep, you do. All right, we're good. How are you? Naisha's here. Hey, Naisha. Good to see you again. Welcome back. All these people coming in saying hi. My phone's blowing up. I just accepted an offer, but they're just going to have to wait. I'm not going to ship that. I have about, I think, 19 to ship right now. And then I have that one I just got. Everybody's paid, but the one I just accepted a few minutes ago. So, hey, Mike's here. How are you, Mike? Everything going okay in your neck of the woods? You're doing amazing. I love that answer. I love that answer, Charlie. That's awesome. Sometimes you just hear people say, I'm doing all right, but amazing. That's awesome. I wanted to remind you guys that if you go below, my store 10 of Hearts is linked. If you purchase anything from my store by using the coupon code PADDLEON, no spaces, you get 50% off your entire order. All right. And my plus size clothing sale is going to be Tuesday night, March 14th at 6 p.m. Central, and it's for 5 days, guys. I'm extending it for 5 days because some people can't watch the sale in 12 hours. I've been getting that feedback. Hey, I wanted to buy something, but I couldn't get over there to watch it. So 5 days, you'll have until this coming Sunday to purchase, and you will have until the following Tuesday to actually pay. So I think this is going to be great. You can see all these items behind me over here. Those are all the things that are going to be in the plus size clothing sale. Those are going to be tops. And then the next time is going to be dresses. And then the next time is going to be pants, rompers, and jumpsuits and jeans. And I told you guys on the last live stream, I think, that I was going to do it once a month. That is not going to work for me because I have so many clothes sitting here that I have to wait. So if I don't do pants until May, I'm going to have stacks and stacks and stacks of plus size pants. I don't have a place to store it. I promised my wife when we moved into this house, I was not going to put any inventory in the house other than in my inventory room or my office. And the only way I could do that is if I put the stuff in our guest room, and I'm going to fulfill that promise to her. So it will be every 2 weeks again. So some people probably won't have money in their account to buy again, but I just can't do it. I can't store all these things for a month or two. You're doing all right, Mike. Okay, well, I'll accept that answer, Mike. I'll accept that answer. All right is better than crummy, right? Also this week, not tomorrow, but Wednesday or Thursday, sometime between the hours of noon and 3 Central Time, I will be doing my first Pick My Wardrobe live stream. And this is where you get to help me buy items from my store. I'm going to model them on camera. You're going to vote on which one I should buy based on my skin tone, my body shape, what you think looks good on me, because I am no fashion conscious person at all. And if we have time, we might do 2 outfits. So I'm going to start with a tunic that I need, and then we might move on to maybe some career wear. We'll see about that. So do we have, hey, did I just see a Landshark picker come in here? I try not to piss customers off. So not a good thing to do it. Hey, Lisa. Great to see you here. Victoria, I've missed you. Victoria, I think you might have been a casualty of a couple of weeks ago. I was unfriending people. I was cleaning out my Facebook, and I have a feeling you might have been a casualty. So if you were, I know Lisa was a casualty. Just go back and friend request me. Please don't be offended. I went off of social media, and I was just like, blah, blah, blah. And I know Lisa got caught in it. I don't know about Maggie, but I have a feeling because I haven't seen any of your posts at all. Yeah, Lisa's following you, Craig. Yeah, so sometime this week, I'm going to do a Pick My Wardrobe live stream. I'm excited for it. Christy says she took a few plush off her eBay for today. So annoying. Why did you take them off of eBay? I don't understand why you did that. I don't know. Hey, do we have any birthdays coming up this week that I need to know about? Okay, thanks, Victoria. I got your friend request. I'll take care of it when I get off. I don't have my Facebook open right now. We have any birthdays coming up this week or last week that I might have missed? We had Deb and Rita. We shouted them out last week. Let me know, and we will shout you out. To sell in the Buy It Now tab. Okay, I got it. I see. Okay, well, maybe the next time it'll be better. You never know. I hope you get to go on Whatnot, Christy. I hope you get that figured out. That's a whole new ball game, and please don't ask me for help because I know nothing about it. I wanted to ask you if we have any concerns in the community, any hospitalizations, doctor's appointments, illness. Please let me know. Remember, you can talk about anything in my side chat as long as it's not pornographic and as long as you're being respectful to others. I will go ahead and throw this out there. My family needs prayers right now. So my dad, he's having issues. And so that's where I was today. I did no work today. I did very little work yesterday other than sourcing. We really would recommend, really love the prayers for him and my mom too. Also, I want to talk about affiliate links real quick because I gave y'all misinformation last time. If you want to use an affiliate link for me, and I've already had 3 people use affiliate links since the last live stream, which is so exciting. So all you have to do is just hit one of those affiliate links down in the description. You have to buy it and then go and purchase whatever you want to purchase that you were going to purchase for your household. And whatever you purchase in 24 hours after hitting that affiliate link, I will get the commission. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get this thing going. I've already made my I've made 3 or 4 at least. So I've already made my 3 that I had to have within 180 days, but I want to just kind of keep it going. Remember, I did a product review last week. I'm going to try to get another one up this week. Thank you, Rita. Yeah, it's stressful. That's why I'm drinking wine. I'm just like, thank you, Charlie Brown. I appreciate it. So anyway, so before we get started, remember that if you make a sale during the live stream, you can put it in the chat and I will shout you out. Be sure you put in the chat what you sold. But we are going to actually start right now with some juju. Hopefully we'll get some sales right now during this hour. All right. That's good juju to you. I hope it works for you. And Victoria, you weren't here on my last couple of live streams, but I have changed my work schedule. And I am only working until noon. So I have to be working at the time. So unfortunately, I cannot watch any live streams before noon, which is why you haven't seen me in there. Sometimes you'll see me in there when I'm getting ready for work and stuff. I can't even afford that right now. All right. So Dad, not sad. Thank you, Victoria. Really, really appreciate it. Okay. Before I ship these items, I have about 19, I believe, plus the one that just came in, but we're going to do that one. I want to talk a little bit about the topic of, are you pissing buyers off? So we're going to start with this little video right now, just to kind of make my point.
Hello? Does anybody work here? What is this, self-service? Hello? Hello?
There you go. That's a little, just to kind of make my point there, what we're going to talk about. All right. It's all good. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, he's hiding. I mean, have you ever hidden from buyers? Like, yeah, I've done it before. So I just want to talk about, are you pissing buyers off, and do you even care? Because you really should. My camera's going off. See there, guys? I'm just going to talk about some of the things that buyers get pissed off in my store. But, I've corrected those things. One of the things, especially with clothing, is measurements, but also other things. When there's no measurements or nothing to show how small or large something is, like putting a quarter next to it or something like that, when they can't even tell what size it is, that automatically pisses a buyer off. It also creates unnecessary back and forth between the buyer and the seller, questions that you probably don't have time to deal with anyway. And a lot of people I know just ignore messages like that. If you just start out by doing it, then you won't have to deal with that issue. Another thing in listings is crappy photos. If your photos are terrible looking, some I find with clothing it's not so bad, especially if it's pre-owned, because they just want the item. But if you're not, if you're selling a hard good and you're not showing it from all different angles as if they were holding it in their hand, then again, that's creating unnecessary messages back and forth and a possible angry buyer. And then on the other hand, if you have photos that are too professional, especially like with the used clothing, a lot of people use, deleting the background. I'm guilty of that on my jeans for 3 photos out of my 8. But if you make a used pair of jeans look brand new, they're going to expect that item when it gets there to look brand new, and they're going to be angry. So I try to make the photos look like the items are actually worn and used. And I get a lot of feedback saying, hey, this looks better than what I was expecting. Also, with all things, especially clothing, if you don't put what the materials are, what it's made of, is it stretchy, not stretchy? That can also piss buyers off. They don't like messaging you, asking these questions. They're just going to move on, or they're going to send you some kind of snarky message. And also, if the flaws aren't noted. So I have no problem listing items with holes and stains and rips, but you have to disclose it in the description. And this is especially important on Poshmark. I mean, they'll open up a case with you immediately if they get the item and it was not, mentioned. And I like that on eBay because at the very top you can see the condition, and that's where I put any, flaws. Um, when I talk about messages for buyers can get pissed off just if you don't respond at all. Some of my, some people say, well, just ignore it, they'll go away. Well, I don't find that in my case. If I don't respond, they write again, and then they're angry because I didn't respond, and also not responding in a timely manner. So I like to respond within a couple of hours. I like to check my phone if I'm out to see if I've gotten any messages. And if I can't answer their question, if I have to be there in my inventory room and open the package, then I'm really honest with them that I'm going to go check when I get back. If I'm not going to go check back, I don't tell them I'm going to check and get back with them. That's lying, and I just don't think it's right. And I know people who do that. They go, "Well, we'll check for you," and then they never have they're never going to go check for you. Rude and generic snippy responses. I made a very big mistake last year, and you guys saw I put it on a live stream one time. It's a generic response. It's like an FAQ. It has everything that people will possibly message me. Like, it says, we cannot remeasure items because our items are sealed for storage and shipment. We combine shipping, $350 for each additional item. I just made a list of like 4 or 5 answers to questions. And last week I had a lady that asked me a question about one of those things. I copied all 4 or 5 of them and sent them to her. And she responded really angry and like, okay, so you're going to answer my question with a generic answer. She was really, really angry. So I'm changing that. I'm still pulling my generic response up, but I'm only copy and pasting the part that they're asking about. And I also have it in my phone. It's a real drag, especially on my phone. I can have to pick the one line that it pertains to. I was hoping it would save me time, but I already have pissed off a buyer in less than 2 months. So, try not to be rude. Try not to take things personally. You don't know these people. You don't know what kind of mood they're in. I've talked about this before. You don't know if their favorite dog has just died. You don't know what's going on in their household. And it's different than when you are in a storefront and you can see their face and read their body language. You have no idea what's going on behind that curtain. Hey, they are interested in your item. If they are messaging you, they are interested in your item. Last week I was doing a comp on a pair of Talbot's jeans, and there were like over 13,000 pairs of Talbot's jeans for sale on eBay. Okay. So, if somebody is sending me an $8 offer on a pair of Talbot's jeans and there's 13,000 others that they could go and check on in that size, then, I'm going to take any offer that I know that I'm going to make some kind of a profit on. I'm not going to get angry about it. If I really don't want to take the $8, I can counter, but there's no reason to take it personally. They're interested in your item. They're not going to message you and take the time to message you if they're not interested. I mean, do you guys agree with me? I don't see a lot of people talking in the chat, so I guess you're just listening. But do you guys agree with me that when they make lowball offers, I mean, they're interested in buying, unless they just have no life. And we know there are some people that have no life. And by the way, welcome, New England Thrifter. It's great to see you here. I don't remember your name. You might have to put that in the chat. It's been a while since you've been here. Also, when you cancel items, especially on eBay, I haven't had this as much on Poshmark, but if you cancel an item because you're out of stock, Number one, you get a mark against you. So I do everything I possibly can not to be the one that cancels. But, that makes me mad too. I mean, I've bought things on eBay before and Amazon where they just canceled it and they said, we don't have this, and it's a drag because you have to go find another one, or maybe there's not another one out there that you wanted. What I do when I'm out of stock, which usually means it was sold and it was auto relisted, and I still have no clue how this happens. If it's sold on Poshmark and I forgot to take it off, then that's my fault. But if it's sold on eBay 2 months ago, I don't understand how it gets relisted. It makes absolutely no sense. So what I tell them, regardless, is this item was sold a couple of months ago. It was auto relisted. This is a known eBay glitch, and I'm really wanting to make the sale. It's frustrating for you and it's frustrating for me. And so I'm going to send you a 50% off coupon so that you'll come back and shop again. And I send them my reseller rowboat coupon that I'm using right now, paddle on. It makes no sense to them because to them, I'm not reseller rowboat, right? I'm 10 of hearts. And then, I ask them, I'll say, would you like to cancel? Which is what I'm trying to get them to do. And normally, if they're checking their emails, they'll say, yeah, go ahead and cancel. That's fine. But if they don't cancel within, I have 2 days shipping. If they don't cancel like by the next day, I go ahead and cancel it and say, either buyer asked to cancel or problem with address. And then I contact them and I say, I don't just cancel it. And I say, hey, I didn't hear back from you. So I'm just assuming that you're okay with me canceling it. And, here's the coupon code. I hope you'll give us another try. And that seems to have really, really calmed people down. I haven't had any, super angry people since I've done that. I know 50% is a lot, but I'd rather do that than get a negative feedback, because right now, even with 60-day free returns, I'm hearing that eBay is refusing to remove negative feedbacks, even if you have free returns. And I don't want to get stuck in that situation. I worked really hard for my 100% feedback. It was like at 99 something for a long time, and I finally got up to 100. And I just don't want it to, I don't want to get it back down. My customer at work tomorrow. That's your customer at work tomorrow. You're going to be like that, Rita? Absolutely agree, Lisa. Good. Let me look and see if New England Thrifter has a wrench. Yeah. I've seen New England Thrifter before. Add as a managing moderator. Okay. I don't know there's two different kinds of moderators, and one of them is a managing, and one of them is a different kind of moderator. I noticed on my channel. I don't know what the difference is. Charlie Brown says, I do have a form response that I use if I feel an emotional reaction to a message to buy time that allows me to get it right. Yeah, that's why I created this, because I have a full-time job. And when I have these people messaging me, I just don't have time to sit there and formulate a response. I have fat fingers. So, typing, texting. I mean, you guys have seen my stuff on Facebook. There's always a misspelling on my Instagram. I'll go back and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I have to edit it. It's terrible. So it's really helped me out. Making excuses. Making excuses it's just not right. I mean, I offer 60-day free returns since I can't remeasure things or check for pockets. Like sometimes people will ask me, well, does this have pockets in it? And if I didn't put no pockets or pockets, I really can't go out there. I mean, I could try to rip the label off, but I don't want to really do that. I don't want to spend the time to do that. I don't want to print another label. So I just tell them, for this reason, since our stuff's shipped, already, stored and sealed, we cannot remeasure for you. We cannot check for pockets. But hey, we have 60-day free returns for any reason. If you don't like these, just say, I don't like them, and we'll take them back. Another big deal is shipping late. I have 2-day handling because of my postal situation. You guys have heard about that. And even when I have 2 days, sometimes people will get angry because I didn't ship it in one day or same day. And I just refer them to, I just say, look on the, look on your listing. It'll show you when it's due. So, don't just go by the shipping. It's, you should get it by such and such a date. If not, just let me know. And I mean, it seems to work. Also, sending to a different address. I used to be adamant about this. I am not going to send to a different address. I don't care. They should have checked their address when they made the sale, before they paid. They're going to have to cancel it, and then I'm going to relist it, and then it's going to not be on sale, and they're going to be pissed off because it's not going to be the same price. I go ahead now and I send it to a different address if they ask me to, because I sell things that are like $30 and less. So if somehow it doesn't get there, I'm not out a lot of money. But I used to be super adamant about that, and it would piss some people off when I tell them that, hey, I didn't say, hey, you should have changed your address. I say, I'm sorry, eBay, to protect buyer and seller, it really needs to go to this address. Please cancel. I'll relist. I have a lady right now that's on my case because she canceled an order. She said she found it somewhere else at a better price. I canceled the order, like she said, and I put it back in my draft queue. I don't just relist it. I put it back in my draft queue because I'd already listed 10. And so I have like 50 something drafts. So really that item is not going to be listed probably for 4 or 5 more days. And again, today she's like, will you please relist this item? And I said, it's in the queue. It will be relisted. It's in the queue. And I put it on eBay. eBay will relist it. It's in the queue. And she said, okay, I'll look for it. So, but I went ahead after her second message. I went ahead and relisted it today. So actually I've listed 11. Which kind of throws me off a little bit on my numbers. But I was like, okay, I think she's kind of getting a little irritated. So, just treat them the way you'd want to be treated. Another complaint I get a lot, and I don't know why this is because I use unscented detergent, but I keep, I mean, not a lot, but I've had several this year or in the last 6 months saying that my clothes smell like Downy sheets, or one lady sent a attachment of a thumbnail of a Tide bottle. Okay, number one, I don't wash my items in Tide. And she's like, it smells so much like detergent that I'm not even going to try to get it out because I've done this before and it never works. And we've got it back. It didn't smell like anything. So I reported her. But that's another thing, guys, if you can get unscented detergent, unscented de-wrinkler, anything like that, or something with a really soft scent. I do my fabric refresher is like linen. And I even when I spray that, I let it sit for hours and hours and hours so that it's basically gone. Another thing that pisses buyers off, it doesn't make me mad when I get things, but a friend of mine told me, she goes, what really makes me mad is when I buy a blazer and someone has crammed it into a padded flat rate envelope and it's bulging. And then when I take it out, it's all wrinkled. Okay. You would think, well, aren't you going to wash it before you wear it? Like, would you really just take it out of the package and wash it? But some people get really, really angry about wrinkles. So in my description, not that they read it, I put on there that, the item's been stored and there were probably going to be wrinkles. And so the item may need to be ironed or steamed when they receive it. And that way, if they do come back at me, I can send them over to the listing and say, hey, look, we put this, it's in my template. So at least I have something to refer them to and say, hey, you missed this. I won't say you missed it, but here's what it said. So anything that you can refer them to. Another thing is packaging, like not enough packaging. And I did have one lady on Poshmark say she wanted me to pack a tunic in a box. And I refused. And I got a 5-star rating from her, so obviously it got to her fine, but she said, I don't want it in a poly mailer. I want it in a box. I'm like, I'm not going to use a box to mail a tunic. Nobody tells me to do that. Okay. But also overstuffing and then understuffing, like not protecting, especially those glass items. These people will tell you how to package your item. Just ignore that. Just go along with it and package the way you normally would, the way you know that things normally. Hey, Joanna, how are you? It's funny because my comments aren't coming up. It shows no comments. I have to look down there. Let me just get through this list real quick, and then I'll look in the chat. The other thing that's a really big thing that pisses people off is when their package is late. Um, Sometimes they escalate their anger on their first message, like, this should have been here 5 days ago or 3 days ago or whatever. I don't look to see if it was delivered. So after 7 days, you can open up a lost mail package on USPS, and that's all I use. So I don't know what the other carriers do, but I take the initiative and I say, look, I will open up a lost package claim for you, and hopefully this will move it along. But it has to be after 7 days. So if you haven't received it after 7 days, just email me back and I will be glad to open the case for you. There's no reason why they should open the case. I mean, you're the one that sent it, right? Why should they have to open the case? I take the initiative. I have a Forever 21 item address that I mailed on February 4th, and it's still in Brooklyn, New York somewhere. And I opened up a case and it didn't bump it along, and I ended up giving her a refund before she ever sent in a dispute. I didn't want to get a dispute on my record. I could obviously see after several days after, opening the case, it was not moving. And I just told her, hey, here's the refund, and I hope you get your item eventually. It's probably in the back of somebody's truck. Before I go on, let me go ahead because I can see the chat moving. So let me go back up. Victoria says, I just pissed off a customer because they say they didn't get the package, but the tracking shows delivered. They refuse to call their post office to check on it. Okay, if this is eBay, then of course you're covered. All you have to do if they open up a case against you is provide the tracking number. You are totally covered. After you respond to them one time about that, hey, it shows delivered. Please check with your neighbor. Please check with your postal carrier. After that, I don't reply to them, Victoria, after that first time. It's on them. And then what will happen is they will open a case against you, and then you just put the tracking number in there and you're good to go. They can't do anything. How are you doing, Johanna? I haven't seen you in a long time. I got off of social media for a while and just gradually, getting back on. And like I said, I'm not in any chats right now before noon. So it's good to see you here so much. And Melissa made it 2 live streams in 1 week. Good for you. How are you? What are you up to? I hope you didn't get also caught and Joanna too. I think I might have been a friend of Joanna's on Facebook. If you got caught up in it, please just message me back. It was a big mess. Thank you, Adam, for reminding people to hit the thumb. How are you doing, Adam? Adam's helping me right now. Help me try to find a camera. So far, knock on wood, my camera hasn't gone off in a while. I can't control the weather. It shows weather delay. Yep, you can't. And I tell them that too. They'll sometimes before that even ship it, they'll say, well, can you get it here by Friday? And I'm like, well, I can ship it tomorrow, but I have no control over the post office, but I will ship it tomorrow. Joanna says, I have lost package, but I'm the buyer of the item. I know is this eBay, Joanna? And is the eBay seller opening the case for you? I mean, I really think they should. It's not your fault. I mean, it's not the seller's fault, but it's definitely not the buyer's fault, right? There's nothing wrong with taking the initiative. And if you give them a good buyer experience, they will, even if your package was lost, they may come back to your store. Everybody's saying hi. Hi. I was nice and asked the seller to open a lost package request. I am doing great. Okay, so you had to ask them, which is fine. I try to do it before they ask me to, but sometimes I don't know about it. USPS is a lot better, but still lots of issues. Yeah. Last week I had a substitute mail carrier, and you guys know all the problems I have with that. I've called and everything. And it's been doing great for a while, since the last call. But last week she came by, or maybe she didn't come by. I don't know. Anyway, she scanned the sheet that said she'd completed my pickup. And I got the email, and I looked at the email, and it said that day. It wasn't one from 2 days ago. And I was so mad. So I opened up a case against the lady on the post office website. I told them I want them to call me. Well, about an hour later, I think, Jan, you could probably tell you, she came back and she picked up the packages. Okay. And there were quite a few. And I'm like, whew. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give her a pass. So I went back to the website and I opened up a compliment case, which was wrong. Not thinking that she hadn't scanned them on the porch, right? Didn't even think about that. So I said, please ignore my previous complaint. She actually did come back. I don't know if they called her and said, hey, somebody's saying you didn't pick up the packages, go back. I don't know. Maybe that's possible. So I said, please, she came and picked them back. I'm happy, which then later on I realized, so then they called me about 30 minutes later and from the post office. And I said, she came back and picked them up. She's okay. Okay, that's good. But not thinking, did she scan them? Well, my wife said, I didn't hear a scanner going off. It took 2 days for those things to get to another location to be scanned. So I have some packages that are showing that they were scanned late. So I should have kept when I should have checked that out first before I told the lady everything was good, because it wasn't. It's supposed to scan on my porch. Can you open a lost packet case if the tracking number shows it was delivered? No, ma'am, you cannot. It's not lost. It was delivered. You can't. And there's no reason to, because all you have to do is upload the tracking and you're done. And you don't have to answer any more messages. They will close the case in your favor, Victoria, if you upload the tracking that shows delivered. It's a solar cooker, so I want it regardless. If he has to refund me, I will buy another. Oh, gosh. Did you spend a lot of money on that, Joanna? Ooh. Good. New granddaughter, 2 months. Hope you are well. What was the date? My granddaughter was born on January 13th. It was a Friday the 13th. Just curious, when was yours born, Melissa? I got another one coming, a boy, on July 9th, so I'll have 5. 3 boys and 3 girls. How about that? Cannot believe I'm a grandmother to 5 grandchildren. This just boggles my mind. Victoria, check this page. There's a link to report delivered, did not receive for customer. Okay, I think she's getting ready to give you a link, Victoria. Okay, so bottom line is, do you piss buyers off? Do you even care? I hope so, because if not, you are giving eBay buyers a poor shopping experience and your fellow eBay sellers a bad name. We want buyers to return to this platform time and time again. So that's my soapbox for tonight. There she goes. She's sending you a link. Isn't that awesome? Lisa's awesome. All right, so let's see what we've got to ship tonight. I have 2 orders, 2 bundles of 2. So I'm not sure. Let's see. I got to move them over. Let's see what we got here. This one sold for $15.47. I took some low balls today because I'm getting rid of stuff that I don't want anymore. And $15.47 dress barn shirt, plaid, 2X. And make sure that I don't make any errors and not package these 2 orders with bundles. This goes to John. John lives in Virginia. So thanks, John. I'm trying not to squeak when I open my drawer because my dogs do not like that squeaking sound. It is kind of irritating. And I've heard it on my live streams before too. All right. The person will not leave you alone. Have you blocked them, Victoria? I know they'll still be able to message you, but this is 7 ounces rounding up. mean, it's hard to ignore them after a while. One thing you can do is you can say, reiterate again. You can just keep sending the same message back over and over, copy and paste. Please check with your mail carrier and your neighbors. Just keep continuously, replying with the same exact message. They will eventually leave you alone. Or when I've had somebody get really pissy with me before, I've told them this will be the last communication you will receive from me. Please call eBay and they will help you with that. And then eBay can deal with it. But make sure that you close that. Make sure you close that case. I check my cases every morning to make sure I don't have any cases against me. That's one of the first things I do. About $100 after shipping. Great video. What was the great video? Was that the one with the lady that was angry? Question, was sold a front sprocket for a Honda CR80 1986 bike. Good luck watching the show. Yeah, I forgot to put this banner. Let me know if you make a sale during the show and I will play the song for you. I have several songs I can play. You're going to Puerto Rico? That's awesome. I have never. Oh, 1219. So yours is older than mine. Me and granddaughters are the best, aren't they? Okay, this next one is a Catherine's. I have several Catherine's that are going to be on sale on Tuesday night if you like Catherine's. Oh, I did it again. I didn't show this one. Terrible at this. It's sold for $18.99. So I did take a little bit less than I wanted to, but man, I was taking some pretty lowball offers this weekend. There it is right there. It's like white and gold. I think that might have been on one of my plus size clothing sales, actually. It's a button up shirt. I filled out my thank you notes beforehand, so with my name and everything. This goes to Leslie in New Hampshire. Thanks, Leslie. Oh, it's going to Puerto Rico. Okay. Victoria, I send them before I cut them off. Can't help people who won't help themselves. Yeah. They didn't open a case, just messaged me demanding a refund. Thanks, Beth and Lisa. They will eventually open a case against you, Victoria. And do you know how to get to your cases, Victoria? You need to check that every day or every 2 days because you only have like 48 or 36 hours to respond and you'll get a ding on your account. Let me know if you don't know how to get to that and I'll show you. It's called disputes and resolutions or something. Check it every freaking day. Because that would be like people that do a chargeback on their credit card. They never tell you that. They never say, oh, my granddaughter's sister's brother's best friend accidentally ordered this on my phone and charged it on my credit card. And they never tell you that. And then they do a chargeback and, you don't ever see it until you go over there. This goes 8 ounces. So it's $4.31 to ship to New Hampshire. That's not bad. Yeah, they'll eventually open a case against you if you don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. All you have to do is upload the tracking. Or if you want to, you can call eBay, but they should do that. I mean, they should. That's not really on you. And I know it's a drag. I mean, I've had things before that for me that have been said they're delivered and I didn't get them. So, but it's not the seller's fault. You did your part. And if it was scanned, you definitely did your part. Geo 198. Is this one of those? And I made a lot. Yeah, that's one of those bundle sales. Put that to the side. God, I don't know when I picked. I think this must have been in a. I never would have bought this. It sold for $19.54. It was listed in June. I mean, it's cute, but it's not something that I would have bought at the thrift store because it's just a crummy. To me, Divided is not a great brand, very cheap. I don't know. I might have bought it at the thrift store, but I don't buy it anymore. I don't buy Divided anymore. But hey, the color wheel looks great on that, doesn't it, with the greens and the reds? 1954. It says I paid $2 for it, so it was probably in one of those wholesale boxes. Excuse me. This is going to Charlotte in North Carolina. Speaking of, where is Barry? Again, anybody on the East Coast coming in October, I'll be in North Carolina. So, Maggie, I hope you're still planning to fly to meet us. Can't wait to meet you in person. Still want you to come thrifting some weekend. Just take off for the weekend. I have a guest room. This goes to 8 ounces. My wife would love to meet you as well. $424 to go to North Carolina. I'm kind of growing to like these new poly mailers. I didn't like them at first. I was so used to my old ones, but putting that sticker there kind of looks neat, I think. I'm checking for cases. Okay. Hey, Crystal's here. How are you feeling, Crystal? How are you doing? I haven't seen you in ages. You'd be another good person to help me pick my wardrobe on my live stream, Crystal. I'm gonna do a pick my wardrobe live stream. Let's see. This is GO204. I have a feeling this is another one of those. Nope. Here's another one I never buy. Tiana B. It sold for $19.30. Never picked this up anymore. This is probably, to be honest with you, this is probably back when I was very first starting to try out dresses, and I was just basically buying anything I saw that I thought was cute. And now I'm being extremely picky. I'm only buying the brands that sell over and over again, or plus size dresses of any brand. So, but this had a really nice neckline. It had all those beads. See those are studs right there. But yeah, I don't buy Tiana B anymore. Not worth it. This goes to Kara. And Kara lives in, where does she live? Oklahoma. Woohoo! Love me some Oklahoma. Yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday, sometime between noon and 3. Crystal, I'm not hanging out anymore in the mornings. I'm working until noon, and then I'm doing other things. I'm writing. I've opened a website with my writing, and then I'm just doing other things between 12 and noon, like YouTube and swimming and, taking care of my family and stuff like that. So trying to work on me, and I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this, but so far I'm up 40%. So from last month. So as long as my numbers are up, I'm going to keep the schedule. I'm loving it. Some days I feel a little bit bored, but I find things to do. There's a lot of stuff around the house that needs to be done. Yeah, no luck at all with Tiana B. No. I mean, that's been sitting a while. I don't know. I thought about actually when my sale starts tonight at 10 o'clock. It just went off. It goes off at 8 and starts at 10. I was actually thinking about taking my items that are 50% off and putting them on 30% off with my other 30% off, because I'm thinking maybe I'll get bigger offers. And then I thought, no, Beth, remember, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If I change that, and then tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, my sales suck, I have no one to blame but myself. So I'm just going to keep it the way it is. I'm making lots of money, and there is no reason for me to get greedy over that extra 20%, and they may not even offer me what I want. So there's just no reason. Okay, animal print 5 is the SKU. Hopefully this is with the other one. Nope. Okay, that means it's a Poshmark sale. Okay, this is something I don't know. This was listed in May of 2022. I got $18 for it on Poshmark, which means I make about $12. I spent about $2 to make $12. It is the limited women's dress, brown, black animal print, sleeveless. I put sheath dress on it, and I don't know. I've been selling a lot of small sizes. I mean, I'm thinking about really continuing to get those smaller size people in my store. I'm really thinking about. I mean, I'm always going to have plus sizes, but I don't know, a lot of this. I went back before I go to the thrift. I always go back and look and see what is sold over the last 30 days or so. And it's amazing how many things sell in smaller sizes in my store. And I'm like, I shouldn't pass those up. This goes to Jennifer in Bel Air Beach, Florida. Victoria and Lisa, do you know where Bel Air Beach? It's Belleair, Beach, Florida. Okay, that's Poshmark, so that was a mistake. It does not go in here. It goes in a padded flat rate because I'm not going to pay for my packaging on Poshmark. I'm cheap. I'm going to do the free padded flat rate envelope. Never had anybody on Poshmark complain that I didn't have any foo-foo packaging like a lot of people do. Like, I bought a pair of boots. The only thing I ever bought on Poshmark was so I could be an ambassador. I bought these boots, and they didn't fit. I ended up having to sell them. And they were packed in this box, and they had all this tissue paper and all this, pretty ribbon and everything. And it just went right in the trash. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't need all that foo-foo. Maybe some people do, but okay. So that's just how it goes. It looks nice and neat. It has my business card in there. Night Victoria is that darn time change. I know, I didn't even remember that. Night Victoria, she's going to bed. I didn't even remember that until tonight when my wife told me, and I'm like, no wonder I'm so freaking tired. All I sell are smaller sizes. Vintage is always small. That's true. Smaller people need clothes too. I know. I've been marketing to the big girls, but when I started selling dresses, I was like, I'm just pick up any size. And now I'm getting repeat buyers of smaller sizes, so never heard of it. Okay, well, that's interesting. Straight leg 98. This has to be one of those. Come on, I gotta get these. Yep, here's one. Okay, this is a different one. I love bundle sales. Okay, and then this one, $249. Okay, so she paid ahead of time, even when I told her not to. So the first one was $15.50. These Chico's jeans, they're really cute. But I asked her not to pay and just tell me when she was done shopping, and I would send her an invoice. So that's a really cute crop pants, really cute floral pattern there on those. And then the other one she bought was this one. She paid $20.99 for. So she paid more for these. Those are cute too, right? And those are also Chico's. So I'm going to put those together. I sent her $5.49 refund because I charged $3.50 for each additional item. And I'm putting them. I bought about 100 or 200 of these priority A boxes before they quit selling them. So this is perfect for 2 pairs of jeans, and it just has to go priority. You can't use the priority A weight anymore, but 2 pairs of jeans fit amazingly. And that one actually has a little bit of room left over. So I'll go ahead and weigh that, but it's going to be over 2 pounds. So yeah, I have to round it up to 3 pounds, but all right. So first I have to do the first label. This goes to Donna in Great Falls, Montana. Thanks, Donna. Shipping for 1502. So she says 8 and 11. So I didn't make much money on that. I think I had to pay a little bit more on that shipping. But it evens out. I mean, I made money on others. Copy the tracking. I think this lady is actually a repeat buyer. Where did she go? Oh, I've had another sale. 2402 for a Liz Claiborne. I didn't hear a cha-ching. Did you guys hear a cha-ching? Yeah, this lady's a repeat buyer, so I guess she just trusted that I would send her the refund. All right. I may just ship the rest of them in the morning, the ones that are coming in now. I tend to have sales after I ship things. I don't know why that is. All right, let's see. Never heard of it. Lisa, I just looked. Bel Air Beach is West Coast, Florida, near Clearwater on Barrier Island, so probably the posh area. Yeah, that's over there where all the Scientologists live. Okay, this goes with this. Don't know how much this is gonna. She bought a pair of jeans and also a top, so I may. Oh, see, even a pair of jeans and a top weigh less than a pound. These jeans are very lightweight. Altogether, she spent $25.47. I've had these a while. One of them since 2021. So I let these go. Love those jeans. Love them. Capris. And then the other one was Worthington top. It was like a halter top with a really cool pattern. Now that one was listed in June. So September of 2021 and June of 2022. So I can get away with. I'm going to go ahead and send that priority since she bought 2 things for me. Thanks, Charlie Brown. Night, y'all. Got to empty a storage and you bought a unit that you bought this morning. Yeah, those jeans are cute, aren't they? I don't know. I feel like if they bought 2 items from me, it should go priority. It's like right on the. It's like 15.4 ounces. This is Tammy. Yeah, I already gave her refund. She didn't understand how to do combined shipping, so I had to do a little bit of education with her the other day. I mean, just the shipping she paid on the jeans more than paid for this envelope. Beaver Dam, New York. Time to take your sip of wine. What are y'all doing this week? Got anything special coming up? Like I said, I got to train my assistant tomorrow morning for a little while on something new. I gave her a raise, so I feel like she needs to learn some new things. I think this is a Victoria's Secret. Did y'all pick up Victoria's Secret at all? this sold for $20.13. It is a tank maxi dress. I pick up Victoria's Secret dresses, and I pick up the hoodies, and sometimes the pants, but I don't really pick up the what do you call it? The leggings and the jogging stuff, jogging pants. This goes to Anne Marie. And Anne Marie lives in Elk Rapids, Michigan. Thanks, Anne Marie. I think she might be a repeat buyer too. I know I do have one customer named Anne Marie. It's a pretty name. Right now we're trying to figure out what they're going to name the boy that's coming this summer. Some of the names are really rough. Oh, okay. Tear. T8. Okay. 7 ounces. Goes $4.24. Tomorrow I've got to do inventory because I haven't done inventory in like 3 days. I'm kind of behind because I didn't get to work much last week. I was dealing with my family, and I got to make sure that all my stuff's ready for my sale. And then I have a few things I need to draft. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably measure stuff. Man, these things are hot or bright green. Not my color. They are by Talbot's. I got $25.97 for them. They were listed in December. And you can see somebody coming in these. They're bright lime green. Look at those. Ooh. Yeah. And they're pretty. But not my color. And that's going to Bethany. I wonder how much these weigh. They're kind of like, yeah, they're lightweight. I love lightweight things. I did pick up a lot of jeans on Saturday. I don't know. I shouldn't have, I guess, but they were pretty. A lot of nice plus size jeans and a lot of good comfort pants. But I picked up more jeans than I usually do. Trying to get out of them. Bethany lives in Westbrook, Maine. Anybody seen Todd Silverhair Stacker and Tom? I haven't seen them in a while. This is going to go for 12 ounces. And to get to Maine, it's $5.17. It's not bad. It's far away. I think I'm going to go have a popsicle after this. We cheated last night. We had loaded baked potatoes with barbecue. So no more cheating. And we're supposed to cheat Thursday night, but I don't think I'm going to. We're supposed to go out, and I think I'm just going to try to be good, but I don't know. I can't keep cheating. It's not going to work. These are, okay. Why I picked these up, I don't know. They sold for $20.22. They were listed in July. And these are by George, which you can get at Walmart, I think. But they sold their dress pants, just your average dress pants. And I think these I paid $0.25 for. I'll look in just a second. I know several of these things that sold today. Yeah, I paid 25 cents for these. So, and they sold for $20.22. So that's not bad. That was on quarter day on Wednesdays. I haven't gone to quarter day in a while because it's kind of traumatic. And I haven't been in the mood to be traumatized. So This goes to Damaris. That's an interesting name. Cape Coral, Florida. Lisa, you know where that is? Well, these kind of feel heavy. And I think I put 1 pound on them. You're going to have to go. Shoot. I'm going to have to go in a priority. Crap. Okay. I've gotten to where now I weigh almost every single thing. Even though I know it's going to be first class, I weigh it anyway. Especially pants. $760. That 22, did I say? Naomi has a gaming tournament this weekend, so we are going to that. Ooh, that sounds like a lot of fun. What kind of games does she play? Like, are they board games or are they like electronic games? Yeah, I mean, I was picking George up, and for a quarter for dress pants, I wasn't, in a plus size, Maggie. I took a risk, and it paid off. But like I'm saying, if I would have had those at 30% instead of 50%, might they have offered me a little bit more? Because I think they're typically offering me almost half of what it's on sale for. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm scared to try it because, reality is they're going to pay what they want to pay. But, I really like my model now where I do 10%, 30%, 50%. And I just don't know if I should change it because everything's going great right now. Why would I want to screw it up? Okay, this I took a very low ball offer, but they were listed in February of 2022. They paid $18.65. I sell these all the time. I don't know why they sold for so little. They're Catherine's dress pants, size 18W. I don't understand that. These usually sell for more than that. So I don't know if I've had a couple of people today even say, there's no way that these measurements are correct. And I go out to my garage, I go ahead and break my rule. I go out there, I take the frickin' sticker off, and I measure it, and I was correct. I had a lady today, she told me the t-shirt, there's no way that the chest is 27 inches across. And I measured it, and I said, it's still 27 inches across, whether maybe it's considered an oversized top. Like, I don't know. Maybe they just didn't like the measurements or something. These are 2 pounds. So, and I put 2 pounds on them. Maggie, how are sales? Let me know. And how are drafts going? I'm getting down on the drafts, but I'm gonna attack. My problem is I have all these things up here, and I can't draft them because hopefully I'll sell some of them on Tuesday night. So why draft them, right? And then if I draft other things, well, then I got to hang them up. Well, I can't hang them up because those are there. So I've got to figure out how I'm going to do the sale thing. But I am gonna draft things. They're just not gonna get photographed. I'm not gonna take these down and then put them back up to photograph them. So as soon as the sale's over, they're gonna get photographed. That's just how it's gonna go. All right, so 2 pounds. This goes for $760. This goes to Colorado Springs, Colorado, to Marcia. Thank you. You do 10, 20, and 30. Yeah, PC games. That sounds like a blast. Yeah. When I did 10, 20, and 30, they weren't moving as fast. And, like I said, I'm trying to move my stuff faster, but because I don't have a lot of storage space. And, but now I'm thinking about 10 and 30. But I don't know. Oh, this is pretty. It's purple. All right, this sold for $22.87. This is a Women Within. It was listed in September. And it's just a plain purple top, 3X pleated. It's cute. This is going to Cindy with an S, Sindy, in Larned, Kansas. Wow, never heard of that place. Do you know if you're getting any repeat buyers yet, Maggie? It's like sometimes it takes up to 10 months to for your store to really take off doing this method of the drafting and the letting go live. And I know 10 months sounds like a long time, but it flies by really fast. And like I'm at Reseller Nirvana now, and it's taken me a long time to get there. And I never thought I would get there. And now I'm there, and it took, actually mine took more than 9 months. $4.88. They are having a tournament. Ooh, at the Luxor. That is fun. Well, tell her I said good luck. Is she on a team or something, or is it individual? Sales are great. I've been scheduling 3 a day, selling at least 3 a day, usually more. So see, you're already at Reseller, what they call Reseller Nirvana. That's awesome, Maggie. I'm so happy for you. And the main thing is, I don't think you're as stressed as you were about everything. I'm getting down there to, this is, oh, I got another sale that I didn't pull everything. Gray. Okay, here's another one I paid 25 cents for. It sold for $20.90. Listed in July. Another pair of dress pants. Dress pants seems to be a really good thing to buy for a quarter. And they're by Coldwater Creek. So, I mean, like the George ones sold for just as much as the Coldwater Creek ones did. Go figure. That's something, huh? This is going to Dawn. And Dawn lives in Chesapeake, Virginia. Thanks, Dawn. I'm going to check the chat in just a second. I've been away, so I have just 3 drafts due tomorrow, but I'll work tomorrow and Tuesday to build up. Yeah. If you want to work in the afternoon, Maggie, I can probably work in the afternoon. Because I have from noon to 3, and I might just hang out, measure. I do need to record another product video, but I don't know if I'm going to be up to it tomorrow. I'm going to put makeup on. Crystal, did they redo the Luxor? Someone told me they were going to do it, or did it? It's individual this time, but she is on a team. Oh, that's it. I've never heard of such a thing. Okay, it looks like these are kind of heavy. Pray they're not over a pound. Ooh, over a pound by 2.2 ounces. Dang it. This was back when I was stupid. This was back in the last summer when I was not weighing pants. And I'm doing it now. I have to go priority. Oh, well, they'll be happy. They'll get them faster than they thought. Then maybe they'll come back. I mean, it's very little to pay for advertising, right? Did Adam leave us? Adam, if you're here, I'm going to check my messages and see if you answer my question. I am having, Crystal, I am having so much trouble with this Lenovo Yoga right now that I'm about to scream. My camera, if you watch my show on Tuesday night, you'll see it. I mean, you've seen it before. It just goes in and out. The color, the light. It's not my lights. My lights are staying the same. And also sometimes my face just goes off of StreamYard. I've tried different browsers. It's been doing this for a while, and I've called Lenovo. They have no idea what's wrong with it. And I'm going to buy a webcam. And Adam's trying to help me figure out which webcam to buy that will be best for StreamYard. I'm sick of it. It's embarrassing. Okay, this one is Maurice's, $15.81. This is just a t-shirt. I just carry these because I think they're fun. I mean, that's the only reason I carry them. I don't expect to get a lot of money off them, but it says be a good human. In fact, I think I actually have this shirt in a gray for myself, and it's got the heather, and it's a really pretty color brown. She offered me $8 for it, so I took it, and I can't find my screen. But altogether it sold for $15.81. It was listed in January. And I just love to have fun stuff like that. And I'm always hoping that they'll like bundle it with other things, and sometimes they do. But this goes to Stacy in Fredonia, Wisconsin. Never heard of that place either. Anybody made a sale yet? I really haven't had a chance to look at my stats. I was away from Tuesday until today. The same will happen next week. It ships for $4.24 to Wisconsin. That's not too bad. Yeah, and if you skip a day, don't freak out. There's been a day or two where I've gotten down really low, and what I typically do, Maggie, is like if you need to be gone for 2 days, so that would be 6, but you only have 4 drafts, then what I do is I would send 2 live one day and 2 live the next, instead of doing 3 and 1. I would just split it in half and do the same on both of those days. And that way you're still kind of consistent. And that seems to work for me. I've had to do that before when I haven't had enough. And then you're not really running out. But like you said, you'd probably be able to make up for that tomorrow. Okay, this one, I don't know. I don't know where all these are. I didn't pull that one. It's weird. This is a Poshmark sale. I took $25 for this top, which I think it was listed for $25. So they didn't even make me an offer on it. I mean, I don't know why they paid $25 for this top, but I'm not going to argue. I mean, there's really nothing. It has crochet trim on it. But it's like a t-shirt. They paid $25 for that? I don't know. It's kind of odd. Oh, well. My earnings were $20. So, hey. That's a good sale, huh? And that's going to Lisa in Naugatuck, Connecticut. What a name. Yeah, for some reason I didn't pull these J. Jill pants that I sold. I sold some really, I don't know what I did. I may have pulled them and just put them on a shelf or something out there. And I'm tired. Okay, those don't go in there. I like my padded flat rates. Crystal, also let me know if you want to hang out sometime. If I hang out with anyone in the morning, it has to be like an hour and that's it. And I haven't been. I'm just trying to get done by noon. I don't know what happened to these other J. Jill sold for $40.73. I paid $1.75 for them, and I just listed them this month. They are new with tags, so let's take a look at these. That is a good sale for me, over $40. hardly ever you see me make a sale over $40. But these are trousers. They're wherever collection. So look for those. Um, yeah, I just listed those last week. So, oh yeah, just I remember these because they said black cream on the label. I remember that. That was a great sale. Um, this is a Lands End t-shirt sold for $27.54. And I listed it in February and I spent $1.75 on this one. Again, this one is not, people love Lands End. Don't you agree, guys? They love Lands End. It's very, I mean, I guess it's still good quality. It was when I was a kid. My mom bought me all Lands End stuff if she could afford it. She got it on sale, of course. Lands End shoes. We wore Lands End shoes because they lasted a long time. That's a really good sale. $27.54 for a t-shirt. It's not even new with tags, I don't think. How do I get to the orders? It's not showing it. I don't think it's new. No, it's not new. That's a lot for someone to pay for a t-shirt. Shannon in Chicago, Illinois. Thank you, Shannon. Thanks for spending so much money on this little t-shirt. It's a size extra large. I don't know. Where are you? It's usually the cheap things that come back that get returned. It's not usually the expensive items. And it only weighs 7 ounces. Wow. That made all those all those flat rates I had to send worth it. $4.20 to ship to Chicago. How about that, ladies? I gotta go down here. I'm way behind. So much less stress. Maggie says, I'm so glad. Competitive gaming is big. People make a lot of money with it. Yeah, I bet they do. I sue the camera. I sue the camera with no problem, but I don't like the sound very much. I use a Logitech camera. It's perfect for StreamYard. Can you do me a favor and find out what the model number is? Is it a C290 by any chance, or is it a Brio? Because the Brio I'm looking at, it's like $127. And Adams is a 1080, and Adam said the max you can use on StreamYard is a 1080. And he has a C290, and he said he's been happy with it. Is there any way you can find out what the model number is, Crystal? I want to order it like tonight. I need it here. I just can't take this. I mean, it's embarrassing, especially when you're trying to do a sale and you can't even show what the colors are. Okay, that's all I got in there. Okay, this last one okay, so here, did I show you? Yeah, I showed you that Liz Claiborne pants sold for $24.02. Again, these, how much did I pay for these? $1.75. Oh no, it's not a pair of pants, it's a top. Hold on. This one just sold right before I came on there. Pullover knit. And I put sailor on the front because it had this little, see those little buttons right there? So I put sailor. And then I don't know why I don't have those J Jills. They may still be over here in my basket because I may have just listed them yesterday. I know it was this past week. And then did I do the other orders on Poshmark? Poshmark's been kind of slow for me this week. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so I have 2 to ship. I'm at 182 right now, which is fair for a Sunday. You use the camera with no problem, but I don't like the sound very much. So you're talking about you use the camera on your Lenovo with no problem, but you don't like the sound very much. So you use a Logitech camera. It's perfect for StreamYard. Hey, Jim and Tara here. Haven't seen you guys in forever. Oh, you used to live close to Fredonia, Wisconsin as a child? That's good to know. Maggie, you sell a lot of Lands End. Let me move y'all over because yeah, Crystal, if you get a chance to just message me that model number, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, there's another thing I don't like about this Lenovo, and I can't. Uh, it's like when I go, let's say I'm in Word, and then I go back to Google or go back to Edge. When I hit on Word, I have to hit the document several times in order for the document to come up, and it wasn't doing that before. I mean, I've only had it about 2 months. I got it in December, right? But I didn't set it up till January. And so now it's not doing this thing where you can toggle between Google, Explorer, or Edge, Word, Excel. You have to keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it in order for it to pop up. Sometimes I have to minimize whatever I'm in to get the other thing to come up. And it wasn't doing that before. And I talked to the guy about that too. And he's just like, well, you need to probably clean out your cache and you probably need to restart and, all that crap. And I'm like, I already did that. I already cleaned out my, I'm trying to pull up Word. I mean, Word is Word. Like, I don't know. I got really frustrated, but I really mainly call for the camera. And he went through my settings. My settings are fine. He wasn't very familiar with StreamYard. So he couldn't really help me with that. Adam told me I should call StreamYard, but it even happens when I recorded something on my camera the other night, just on my camera, to upload. It was doing it then too. So it's not StreamYard that's making it go in and out. Now it's StreamYard that's making it say it's my browser is losing connection with my camera. And that's why this little icon keeps coming up like that, because my camera loses connection. I don't know why. That started about 3 weeks ago. And then also, I don't know how to get rid of this. I don't know how to get rid of that. I don't know how to make that into the one that's in the upper right-hand corner. I've checked all of my settings, and this one keeps coming up. I mean, maybe I have to go into brand, but no, on the brand, I've got it on that too. I don't know why it keeps putting this little row. I mean, I don't know where that is, but I'm frustrated right now. Edge had an update that screwed everything up. Yeah, this is happening on Chrome and Edge. So last week I did this on Chrome and it was doing it. And then today I used Edge and it was doing it again before the show. And hasn't done it during the show. I think maybe one time, if it's at all. Sounds like a memory issue. It's a brand new computer, Maggie. It's got 36 RAM or 30, and it's got 1 terabyte. And I mean, it's an expensive computer. It wasn't cheap. And I don't know. Maybe I should have got the even more expensive one that's used for gaming. They kept trying to get me to get that one. It was like $600 or $800 more. And I said, well, what's the difference? The screen is the same size and the memory's even more. And he goes, well, the other one's more for gaming. And I'm like, well, I don't game. So I bet you're having to pay a pretty penny, aren't you, Crystal, for all that gaming stuff? That software and all that stuff is not cheap. I need to go back and watch. I see you've uploaded a couple of videos this last week. I need to go and watch that. And I just want to tell you, Crystal, I commend you for being able to make a tamale with one hand. That video was awesome. Kelly told me you said you were going to redo it, but that was just awesome watching you make tamales with one hand. I don't know how you did that. Very, very talented. My Lenovo was $1,200. Yeah, that's about how much mine was. Yeah. And then I bought my wife one that was cheaper because it didn't have as much, in it, because she doesn't have videos and photos, and she just uses it just to get on and off work. So I think I paid $800 for hers. It didn't have any, fancy stuff and memory. And my other one, it was already telling me, I'd have to keep putting stuff on my hard drive because I had so many videos and pictures and and stuff like that. It was already telling me it was low, and I just use it now for my boss's work. But it was a good little computer. It was an HP, and I don't normally like HPs. Meaning to redo it, but I haven't found the time. I thought it was great. Oh my God, $5,000. Holy cow. So is that like birthdays and Christmas presents for like the next few years? Now, did you tell me she was going to go into computer programming? Oh, no. Forensic science. Sorry, I was thinking of somebody else going into computer programming and stuff. It's just a hobby. It's not something she wants to do as a career, right? Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to go have a popsicle. It's about all I'm allowed right now on my diet. So I hope to see you either Wednesday or Thursday between noon and 3. I'll try to put the link, I'll try to load it as soon as I can. Maggie, please get back with me on dates for our next Tech Talk. And guys, I hope you have a wonderful week, great sales. And until then, I hope to see you on my next video. Bye.